Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. We actually have a two-in-one news. I'll try and make it as quick as I can. As Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has spoken on behalf or spoken in respect to agitations, especially Biafra and Oduduwa Republic, over the constitutional review. And Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, has also spoken concerning the issue of agitation, secession, and unity of Nigeria. But before we go into the newspaper, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Let's start with what Governor Hope Uzodinma has got to say. Then we'll look at what Femi Falana has said concerning the issue of agitators generally. As the governor of Imo State maintains that dialogue is the way to go for aggrieved persons, the governor offered a remark during his address at National Assembly Constitutional Review Committee public hearing for Imo and Abia State, which is holding in Owerri, the Imo State capital. He now said, I'm quoting him, said, I therefore appeal to our youth to listen to the voice of reason. What an old man sees sitting, a child cannot see even if he climbs an iroko tree. Let us toe the path of peace, all shall be well. If we remain firmly committed to the unity of Nigeria, we shall get all we seek, Uzodinma said. He added that what we seek is justice and equity for our people to thrive, and for that we owe nobody any apology. But we cannot achieve it through violence or threats of secession. It is through an avenue like this that we put forward our request and follow it through. Public hearings to review the 1999 Constitution are holding across Nigeria's geopolitical regions. Policy analysts and some members of the political class have been very critical of the Nigerian Constitution in the past decade, and amid calls for restructuring through federalism, state policing, and resource control by state governors, secessionist agitations in Nigeria's southeastern region have led to an escalation of violence and the touching of police and electoral facilities. And of course, Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, have spoken concerning, at least he made a case for those agitated. According to the right activist and senior advocate of Nigeria, San Femi Falana, yesterday made a case for secession agitators across the country before the Senate zonal public hearing on the review of the 1999 Constitution in Lagos State. Remember, it is actually regional, zonal, southwest, southeast, south, and all that. Well, the two-day zonal public hearing, which entered day 2 on Thursday, is chaired by Senator Oluremi Tinubu, and it covered Lagos, Ogun, and Oyo State. Falana, while giving insight on the memoranda he submitted before the committee, insisted that it was important to give secession agitators the confidence of peace and inclusion if they must remain as Nigerians. The lawyer also advocated that the Child Rights Act enacted in 2003 and the Disability Act be domesticated and implemented in states if the constitutional review must make meaning to the common man. Falana also proposed a change of name from Nigerian Police Force (NPF) to Nigerian Police Service (NPS). To him, there must be sanctions for impunity. Our country, I quote him now, he said, our country is ruled by rule of the rulers and not the rule of law. So true. People commit all manner of crime and get away with it because there are no sanctions. This must change. The Social Security Bill must also work so that jobless people can get stipends depending on when they will get full employment, he advocated. Falana also added that what can we do? What can we do very quickly to save this country, which is on the verge of collapse? If you don't want people to break away from Nigeria, we must give them confidence. Don't declare a war. Therefore, for the constitutional amendment to be fruitful, for us to have genuine outputs from this meeting, peace must reign. We must address Nigeria problem frontally. We must also give people the confidence of peace and inclusion. If we must kill the cries for secession, don't declare a war. essentially making a case for the poor and making a case the masses of our people who are generally not represented in fora of this nature, which are most times for the elite and privileged among our people. Chapter 2 of the Constitution guarantees the right to education, health, living, minimum wage, good adequate housing, unemployment benefit, among others. But members of the ruling class conspired and agreed, regardless of the political affiliation, that these provisions shall not be enforceable or made justifiable. My God. But unless we are prepared to make these provisions justifiable and enforceable, this country will not know peace. Whatever constitution will come forth after now must make justifiable the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state without which there will be no political stability in Nigeria. We are submitting that the Child Rights Act enacted in 2003 be made applicable throughout Nigeria. We have to work it out. As of today, only 25 states have adopted the law, but even then, not fully implemented, unfortunately. It is states where banditry, kidnapping, terrorism tribes that have refused to adopt and domesticate the law, and that is where the banditry and kidnapping recruits daily. We also advocate a 50-50 representation for men and women in government. We should emulate other African countries where women even take larger percentage in government affairs. Another senior advocate of Nigeria, Chief Wole Onalikpekun, who was represented by his son, advocated that judicial outcome be respected and adhered to so that the common man can feel protected and their rights protected. According to him, the Electoral Act should be amended to allow governorship election cases to terminate at Supreme Court. This, he said, is important to stem the tides of conflicting judgment arising from appeal courts. Olanipekun also advocated that more judges be appointed into the Supreme Court to reduce the workload of judges. Wow. This is really interesting, judging the fact that it's coming from Femi Falana, the senior advocate of Nigeria, saying for peace to reign. If you make this whole constitution amendment for the elite, you just said your own. The poor man is on the street, is hungry. The poor man is on the street, he does not have food to eat. The poor man is on the street, there are no jobs. You're not paying him salary. And there's nothing to leverage on, no food, no job, no hope. And you think that they'll just walk on the street and say you have done well. Things will not, something has to give. And for peace to reign, just like he has rightly said, include them. Hey, they own this country as well as you do. So if you want peace to reign, by all means include them. And it's safe for that to happen. Give the agitators confidence. Absorb them. Talk less of war. Don't even mention the fact that you're conflicted there. Draw them close. And that way they may just feel unwanted in the same one Nigeria. I don't know how they will feel, but he's just trying to see how he can co-opt them and bring them into the stakeholders meeting so that they feel once more. And that's what we'll wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What to take.